welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. Good Lord, you think I'd get that down one of these intros to where things would actually work correctly. Welcome back. I'm your host. Let me get the other co-host that you actually guys want to see here. Hey, there we are. There's Heather. Hi, Heather. How you doing?
Hey, everybody. The co-hosts they all want to see, huh?
That's right.
But hello, everybody, and welcome to the Don't Make This Weird podcast over on Strange Friends Media.
That sounds so cool. It sounds so professional the way that you say that.
Oh, well, it's got to bring that hype. As you can see, like, there's this weird... I put on this background, like, right away because I like the background that I have, but now you can see it through here. It's so weird. I might have to take this down so you guys can see what's behind. But anyway.
I got the background.
Hi, everybody. Well. Hi, me. Little buddy.
Oh, man, it's been a crazy week. Let's get into it. How has your week been?
Let me go ahead and put this little...
there you go. That looks pretty snazzy. Check that out.
Now, you can still see it, though, when I do that. Whatever. Technicalities. How has my week been?
Yeah, you're on full screen. There you go.
So I shared, we're starting to share little snippets on Strange Friends Media, on our Facebook page, different things like that, on Don't Make This Weird.
Yes.
I'm sure you guys have seen a little bit more activity from us. One of the things that I did share recently was that I got stuck on the elevator. There was no love in the elevator. It was just me stuck in there getting anxiety almost.
I saw that. That was fun. I wondered what that was about.
So I, for the past 10 days, I've been living in a place called the Country Inn, Big Rapids. I was training for my my position, and they paid for me to stay up in the hotel and gas mileage, all that fun jazz. So that's been nice. If I had any food that I didn't just prepare myself, I could submit those receipts as well, so that's been kind of cool. Nice. But when I first got there was a sign on the elevator that said out of order, sorry for the inconvenience, and that was on there for a couple days because before I had left, my laundry, my new dryer that I just got, unfortunately stopped heating up, so I don't know what's going on there. So I had to take a bunch of wet clothes with me to the hotel. And just crossed my fingers that they would have a washer and a dryer that was for, use for the people there. So I packed up, I had to pack up my 2 cats, which sounds so crazy cat lady-ish to me. I hate even telling the story. But the situation, I moving here, I didn't have anybody else that could really help take care of them at the time.
Right.
So I couldn't leave them here for 2 weeks without taking care, it just wasn't going to work out. So anyway, here I am packing all this stuff and carrying this freaking load of wet laundry, and just knowing that I had to be to work at 8 o'clock in the morning the next day. I'm just like, Okay, so the elevator was actually out for several days, and I was like, you know what, my fat ass is not carrying. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna say that. My lovely curvy butt it was not gonna carry that up there, and I didn't have time really, so. Because the first night I was there, no, I was gonna say it was our rule of cool, but it wasn't. So finally, all of the things were off. It was not ordered. They came in and they fixed it.
Right.
It was like, sweet. So I carried all my stuff up there in the elevator. I came back down a couple times, went back up, and then all of a sudden, I pushed the button to go back down, and the door opened.
Yes.
I was like, wait, I'm still on 2. I know I pushed 1. It closed, and then I pushed 2 again, and it stopped. Nothing. So I'm already trying to get the stuff dried. I had to work that day. No makeup on, I'm in my PJs, just looking like whatever. So I'm waiting, and I'm getting I'm pushing the emergency phone. Trying to talk to this lady through that little speaker on there was just ridiculous. And then I hear, "What floor are you on?" I'm like, 2. Help me 2. So the maintenance guy ended up prying it open and let me out. But It's been it's been wild trying to adjust to doing 9 days straight 10-hour shifts, sometimes over, plus the drive on top of it. It's been a lot trying to adjust to that, but it wasn't bad. Like, the hotel stay wasn't bad. It was a nice place, good free breakfast. If I could have ate the waffles, I probably would have every day because I freaking love those waffles. But anyway, so I got a lot of training in. It was hours and hours and hours and hours of training. So I do feel like I'm ready a little bit more, like more prepared for the job. It's supposed to be like a 5-week course. Like, you're supposed to train for 5 weeks. I technically have maybe like 4 weeks in, but I feel more confident than I did prior. So
nice.
So staying there, getting stuck in the elevator, doing the thing. It wasn't horrible. I don't recommend getting stuck in the elevator, but it wasn't long. I wasn't there long. I'm not going to be too dramatic, but if it would have been longer, I'd have been like, I'm out. So pretty much that's what it's been. It's been the grind, training and just learning as much as I could to bring back to my job here, and seeing all the different things going on within the channel and different people coming aboard and things like that. It's been just awesome to see that. And I got a couple days off, so when I got back, I unloaded, and I actually took a well-deserved nap after, because 3 hours, I was tired.
It sounds like it. Sounds like you've had a pretty crazy adventure for the course of the week.
It's been a pretty crazy adventure. Speaking of adventure, like Tuesday, I got to do really cool. I was a little bit late getting in because of working and whatever, my schedule there, but thankful to have those moments. Thankful to still like be able to do this with you and everything, because that's part of like keeping my sanity. I jumped on and hung out with you guys on Jerks of the week prior, and then I just kind of stayed in chat last night. So like, I ain't got it in me. So that's pretty much my week.
Oh, that's cool. I gotta say, with all of the stuff that we collectively do here, and whether you're in your square or the frame on camera, or you're in chat, it's always nice to see you're throwing shade with the best of them, because that's what we do.
Gotta do it.
Well, it's so much fun because, like you said, it's a blessing and a curse, where we need this for our sanity, and we are most of the time ridiculously exhausted, dragging our asses here to get our souls fed.
Yes, but it's so worth it.
Oh God,
yes.
No,
not only do we get to bullshit with each other on camera, just like we would anyway,
right?
But you guys get to jump in and chime in and everything, which Baghead with that very awesome logo there says yellow.
And he's over on Louder is over on Twitch saying "Sup, weirdos." But
yes,
yeah, it's this is definitely a labor of love. Because of all the things that we collectively do. And yeah, we've got some really cool things that we've either discovered or rediscovered, I should say. I'm not quite sure the term to use as we continually grow, like you were talking about some of the channels coming under the Strange Friends Media umbrella, which has been really freaking cool.
Yeah.
But that's, you sound like you've had quite the adventure for the week of no love in the elevator. And we're definitely going to catch up after the show. So
yeah, we definitely have to catch up after the show. But yeah, that's pretty much what it's been. You and I have talked about me getting on the road and being like the road dog, whatever now. Yeah. And it's I surprise myself every day. The things that I do that I probably wouldn't have done prior to all of this, like 10 years ago almost. It's like, a totally different person. So it's interesting to see the things like the lengths that I do push myself to.
Yeah.
I know that I have to be super careful when I do this kind of stuff because of getting tired and everything else.
Yep.
But it's, you have minutes, seconds of the day, so I'm trying to find that balance of where I can still keep this peace within me because, prior to me moving here, I finally was just like, ah, I got this. And then I just was like, nah, I'm going to disrupt my life. I'm just going to fucking do whatever. And, here I am trying to find that footing again and still keep the peace within by having all of you guys still within my life, even though we're like hours away. But it doesn't matter because I'll be there again soon visiting.
Absolutely, because we're 5 episodes away from 300. So,
I'll be there before that one, but definitely gonna make sure that I get that time off. In November as well.
Well, and that's the thing is, there's so many things that we have going on behind the scenes. In fact, that to get into my week a little bit.
Yeah, let's go.
It's been holy shit moments.
Yeah.
Because with wow, Brandon, the crazy stuff that he does behind the scenes with the social media, which shout out to him. Thank you so much, Brandon. We truly, truly appreciate all your hard work and efforts that you put in to make us weirdos do the things that we do. And to get it in front of eyes and people and, cross-platform promoting stuff that as you do. It's just been insane because he brought to my attention, what was it? Shit. I want to say it was Suck My Deck Monday night. And he's like, oh yeah, 66% of your viewership is female because of Guitar Fridays. And I'm like, what the hell?
Nice.
I was like, when the hell did that happen? So, but no, it's been crazy because with all of the shows that we've been doing, it's not any loss of momentum. In fact, it's even more momentum forward with the addition of having Brandon helping us drive this stuff forward. Because doing, the podcast last week with him, it was so much fun. Because, we were reminiscing about all kinds of other shit and stuff that we've done with the show and still just like blown away at the process that here we are at episode 294 and things are still new. Things are still fresh and we're discovering and rediscovering and venturing into areas that we've always wanted to adventure into, but now it looks different because we have the experience to go along with stuff. And then, going into like Guitar Fridays, I still have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but I'm just doing it and having a goddamn blast doing it. Because whether I have one person in chat or whether I have 100 people in chat, you guys are so freaking awesome that you show up every day we're live and you come support everything that we're doing. Like, it's amazing. With all the other channels that we work with, like, shit, we just talked about Rule of Cool. Like, things happen. People's lives were affected. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the latest episode of Rule of Cool because it's so much fun because obviously that's the fantasy realm.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Real people play these characters and we do the voices and we engage with this stuff. And it's so much fun when people like, I fucking love the way Rudy plays his character.
He's so good. Like,
because,
you know
go ahead, talk
Rudy's
about it.
going to be there, like, we're going to advance in some other way. Because let's just face it, he keeps us more on track. Because Brian will ask us questions and sadly we're like, do you know where we were? And I don't know why that this is such a bad thing for us, but we struggle with it a lot.
Well, here's the thing, and I think it's hilarious because there was this meme going around, I think it's still going around, where it starts out as like, we're all fucking Lord of the Rings and, you know, triumphant adventurers and, you know, heroes to meet the quest. And then the very next pane in this meme is the guys from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
And I really think that we started out as the characters from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but as our characters continually spin the tale of adventure that they spin, we're slowly becoming these heroes of the Lord of the Rings. Because like one of the characters I just keep falling in love with again and again and again and again and again, because of the character development, is Lenoris. Like such a complex character,
but does just some of the simplest things.
but Bard doing Bard things.
Bard does the Bard things, and when as soon as I got in, it was like, oh hey, Ren,
Yeah.
want to go make a barbarian? I about died. I was like, what are you talking about? Get out of here. It was funny.
And that's the thing. It's like forever and always, I will always love what Rudy does with his characters, like Damien. I got a shark.
Yes.
And even with the elements of him, you know, just complete opposite end of the spectrum with my character and how we engage. Like, I love the friction and the character development between the characters that we play. Because here's the thing, guys, on camera and off camera, we're still freaking amazing friends. So regardless of the characters that we play, it's an act, it's a fantasy. So don't get it twisted that you're going to hate one character and love another. It's all just, it's fantasy. So we have so much fun doing it. And especially the way that he's playing his character now with Fisk, which, oh God, I love the way that he plays Fisk because it's just so freaking badass.
I'm not trying to cut you off.
No,
the issue with my sound and why I have an echo is because I'm still trying to develop this space. I'm back home and there's nothing in this room, so it's not doing very well for this portion of it. Sorry, guys. So if I have an echo, that's why. It's because I'm in a room that has nothing but my equipment in it. So I have to figure that out. Anyway, but yes, Fisk's character, his character,
yeah,
Rudy's character.
Just the way that Rudy plays his characters, they're so complex. Because when you, like, I love the fact that him and Lenoris's character, or him and Guy's character with Fisk and Lenoris, just the dynamic there. You're like, oh shit, what's gonna go on? And seeing the character development and the plot point and like the reveal. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah. So,
I mean, spoiler alert, go check it out.
We definitely, we talk a lot about the Rule of Cool because we both actually have characters. We play on the Rule of Cool, and it is a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
Caretakers of Otoa that we're playing over on that channel with Brian, who is Pipe Dream Gaming. Lenoris, who is Mr. Guy from MTG Attitude and Magic Gaming Jerks.
Yes.
We have Rudy, who is Rudy from Rudy, who plays Fisk. And Boss Jay, when he's there, he's also just one of Dave's friends as well that became one of our friends.
Yes.
And Dave, Mr. Dave himself of MTG Attitude,
Big Box Dave.
is playing on there as well. Huh?
Big Box Dave.
Big Box Dave, there we go. Yep. So
He plays
if you guys
Holmes
haven't had
to
a chance
Sherlock.
to check it out. Huh? Holmes to Sherlock, yes. Which, I don't know. Anyway. It's a lot of fun. We get a chance to go over there and play, and, you know, it's one of those great things that's good for the soul.
Yes.
And we do talk about it every week. We had the big reveal of our characters done, and actually someone did the art for it, so that's a lot of fun too.
So cool. Yeah, if you guys get a chance, go over there and check it out. Like, so much cool stuff. It's actually in the featured links in our channels here. If you go to our main page and check that out, it's all right there. But yeah, we we love these channels that we do a lot of the hosting on, or we cross-platform promote with them, or we are co-host, or we go in game on these channels. Like I know you've done a ton of stuff with Initiative Impossible.
Yeah.
But due to life happening, we both have not had the issue or have had the time with all of the things that we're doing in life to get back over there and help with Initiative Impossible. But these guys have been blowing up. They've been doing something every single day of the week almost. It's insane.
Yeah. They really have it on lockdown. They have an excellent following. They have so much character.
Yes.
Just in general, as they are, and just wonderful human beings. Like they have so much personality to begin with.
Yes.
And then you add all of that creativity into one melting pot, and you've got Initiative Impossible. The whole channel with their D&D campaign that they have going on. Yeah, I absolutely miss playing with them. Brian, the other Brian, is a stellar DM. He is freaking excellent, and not only just with that, he's a musician and he's an artist. I mean, there's just so many things that come to the table with that group of guys.
Yeah.
It's incredible, and I will always give them so much love because they put the work in. They do a great job, and they are part of Strange Friends Media. But they put their work in. They do it.
Well, and that's one of the things that we were talking about a little bit pre-show, is the things that we love about the people that we work with. They're not afraid to sweat. They're not afraid to get in there and get their elbow grease and arms and hands dirty because they're putting the work in. And that's one of the things that we continually talk about with all of these shows that we do, or we co-host, or we're part of hosting on. That's one of the things that I loved about last night is at 8:45, 9:00, Jay shoots the link into the inbox, and here we are rocking and rolling in Magic Jerks. And I fucking love that I'm a part of that. Like it's still truly an honor to me to get on that show. And whether it's Jay, whether it's Guy, whether it's you, whether it's the recent addition to the show, Brandon, it's just so much fun. Not only hanging with my friends, but causing shenanigans and talking shit and throwing cards like that. That's so much fun. I love being able to do that and to hang out with all you crazy assholes that are in chat. Because, holy cow, I didn't even realize that I was interesting enough to create a fan base, or a following, no less. Like, that was just, what the hell?
And it also can be, as Brandon's putting in there, it can also be streamed to Strange Friends Media as well. Yes. So that was interesting that you guys put that up there last night. Yeah. So you guys can see that and actually come and hang out with those guys talking shit. I love walking in there and walking in. I love joining the stream because, I hold my own. I'm not the best Magic player when it comes to arena. Cardboard, I can kind of throw some. But, you guys have so much better decks than I do because I don't really play that often. But it's fun just to come in and just I don't want to say be one of the guys, but I kind of I am.
Well, that's... Were you lacking in deck building or character or card, or what the fuck's the word I'm thinking of? Were you lacking skills of throwing cards? You do not lack, my friend, in talking the shit and slinging the shenanigans. Because I can't tell you how many times watching Guy almost spit all over his computer of this shit that you've said either in chat or live on stream. It's the funniest fucking thing ever. But
you don't see right now because he just has the avatar, and you don't know what's the avatar doing.
He's staying hydrated. But yeah, I mean, having a whole entire week full of crazy, fun-filled activities, new people being added to the fold daily, which has been so cool. To dote on Brandon a little bit more. Because I'm not going to stop doting. This dude managed to get us affiliated through Gemtech, which is also, the link is in the description. If you go there and follow that affiliate link, buy deck boxes, sleeves. Brandon actually just got one of those. It's a Cthulhu deck box that glows in the dark. It's so badass.
Oh,
He's
man.
Well, and he showed it on the stream last night too, which was really cool. Not that one, but he ordered another one through Gemtech. So if you guys want magic dice, accessories, boxes, play mats, there's all kinds of stuff. Like, go check it out. It's Gemtech. Follow the link in the description.
I will be doing that.
There's some really cool stuff that they do. And we've got the affiliate link right down in this description. Go check that out. I hope I did all of that right, Brandon. I'm not that great at
we'll be checking that out after the show.
But yeah,
I have a lot of. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not going to cut your week off. We're going to get back into that.
I'm done anyways. Go ahead.
Oh, you're done. Really? Okay. So anyway, it's the Heather show now. Just kidding.
Shut up, jerk. Now it's Heather talking.
It's my turn. No, a lot of my decks, unfortunately, they are sleeved, but they're in, like, I did this Ipsy, like, makeup bag thing for a while.
Yeah.
So my cards are actually in a lot of those little makeup bags I got sent over. Some are in sandwich baggies. I know you guys are probably going to throw some hate at me for this. But I didn't have the money to actually get deck boxes, so that's a good thing that you were saying that they have these deck boxes, because I'm going to go check that link out and put myself an order in.
Oh, there's a couple of things that I want to get once I get my paycheck, because there's some really cool stuff that, like, and I kind of want that Cthulhu box because it glows in the dark. Like, damn, that's cool.
You want to sell something, make it glow in the dark. I don't care what it is.
Right.
People are like, yeah, it glows in the dark.
Right. So when you're, throwing cards and talking shit and get a little under the brown bottle weather, you can find it in the middle of the night.
You don't ever want to get under the brown bottle weather and throw cards with you guys, because I think that would just be awful.
Oh my God, we have to do that. We still have to play Cards Against Humanity live in studio. I'm just saying.
That is true. I will be coming to visit soon, so I will be, I believe, in studio next week.
Is it next
I'll
week?
have to double check it. I think it is next week. I'm going to be back in Cairo for a little bit, which gives me an opportunity to check out Whimsical Sprites.
Oh my God.
And some of our favorite food places there. And I hear that there's a new coffee place in town, so of course, I gotta check that out.
Yes. The sad part is that they don't have tea yet. So I'm just like, man, come on. You're killing me. Smooth.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be talking about these guys a little bit later. Whimsical Sprites. We're going to get those guys hopefully in studio. And maybe, just maybe, we're trying to work out the details of doing an SMD live at Whimsical Sprites.
That'd be awesome. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe we can get them in that Thursday. I'm in the studio.
I would love to do that. That's the thing is we may have to do a pre-record or something, but I don't know because life doing life things.
Well, and they also, when you run a business, you don't really have, you're pretty much married to it. If anybody, like your first, 5 years, you're pretty much married to your business. And then after that, when things start to get profitable and you get a chance to take vacations and have a breather, but it takes time to get to that point.
Yeah, we just celebrated, 6 years?
6 years, and no cruises, no team building.
No, we're pretty much
trips. Not yet, guys.
We're working on it though, and as you guys support us, we also have a Patreon, so we can go through and create content. Post show conversations, if you will. Maybe a couple of guitar lessons, because you guys have talked about those types of things too.
Pizza party with us.
Yeah, pizza party with us. Like, come on, maybe a little cooking with Heather and Tony. Who knows? You guys toss some suggestions out in chat and let us know what you guys want to see, and we'll do our best to accommodate that. But yeah, go ahead and blow it up in Patreon. Speaking of that, we have to give a shout out to our Patreon member,
Yeah.
MTG Attitude. Love, love, love those guys. They supported us. First in line. Yeah, I still can't do the whatever
Squish hamburger.
Yeah, I can't.
I'll do that for you.
But thank you so much for jumping in on our Patreon and supporting us with the shenanigans that we do and creating content. It's so much fun. But yeah, like you said, to get back to what we were talking about, we did a trial run last night on Jerks to where we streamed to 4 different channels simultaneously because Jay was streaming on Magic Gaming Jerks and MTG Attitude. So it's, Jerks with Attitude. And then we syndicated it, which was great because we also streamed on Strange Friends Media on YouTube and Strange Friends Media on Twitch.
Oh, yeah,
so,
that's awesome.
And you guys showed up in fine form and fashion, which was so much fun. So I'm going to try my best to make that a continual thing to where we're having the content that we're streaming on these other channels to stream to our channel too in the same way. So if we can navigate that without having too many tech issues, because you guys seem to appreciate that and like the addition of that, because you guys showed up in Twitch and went, hey, what are you guys doing? Oh, this is what you're doing.
What are you guys up to?
You don't look like Weird. You don't look like Guitar Friday. You don't look like Suck My Deck. What is this? This? It was really cool.
Which brings me to another point. Thank you guys to all of the brand new likes who you guys have been hitting the like buttons, following us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all that fun stuff. So thank you guys for that. I actually have a video that will be coming out shortly, as I hear that you might possibly have a video, or you already posted a video. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, actually, Jay tossed out the idea for getting sponsored through some of the energy drinks that the Attitude crew do. So in a moment of either insanity or brilliance, I'm not quite sure yet which one it is, which doubly so because of a tech issue. Jay's actually fixing and revamped the script a little bit, which makes it even fucking funnier. But I did a shoot here while we were over at Chippewa Landing, and donned the whole suit, and then donned a about as redneck construction worker as you could get, because I had my boots on with my socks that went all the way up to my neck, my camo shorts, and just my reflective glow in the dark neon burn your retinas vest on. Doing a commercial for Redline Extreme. And I sent it over to Jay and he pissed himself laughing. He was like, this is fucking great, dude. So he has to do a voiceover for some of the parts that I couldn't get captured correctly. Because of sound issues, which you think that, I'm a recording engineer, I'd be able to have that shit figured out. Well, guess what? If you're outside, not so much.
Not so much. Outside filming is one of the harder ones that you can deal with, like elemental, all the different things. It's not easy. We have Shelby, Michael Campbell, just tuning in, says hello. Andy Burke, hello, strange, weird friends. Hello.
We were just talking about some of the new fellows that have come over and Felines and what have you. And Andy Burke's actually one of them who shows a ton of support showing up when we're live. Like, seriously, loud love. Appreciate that.
Yeah, very much.
He's always showing up on Guitar Fridays like, holy shit.
Baghead everywhere.
Oh, God. Baghead's my spirit
all of
animal.
our stuff.
Yes, yeah, he's our resident heckler, which we love.
Yes.
Which, speaking of that, Baghead just dropped a new video. Go check that out. Good God, how do we have this much creativity under one umbrella?
I don't know, but I love it. And
Me
I'm
too.
also looking forward to, I know we talked a little bit about it the last time that we were on the show together. And last time I was in studio, we were working on a new bluesy version of a song that I'm
Yeah.
so excited. And I've been working on it. I just want you to know this. Like, I've been
You'll have to
working on the
remind me because I
pitches and
forgot how to
everything.
play it.
What's that?
You'll have to remind me because I forgot how to play it.
It's okay. I've recorded everything, so we'll be able to maybe we can just kind of hone it back in. I know we were both really tired when I got there that day, so it was kind of one of those. I mean, I was rough. My singing was rough. It was way off, which is it's not. Yeah, I wasn't excited about that part of it, but I've been working on it, and I wouldn't mind doing like a black and white filming, of doing these like a little video or whatever put together. But we also, and maybe that's something that we could debut for our 300th episode. That'd be kind of cool. But it's cool to be able to have that creativity, to be able to work in studio with you, and I'm looking forward to coming back and visiting and maybe getting some more stuff worked on.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and that's, we joke about that all the time, but working in the studio with other talented people as yourself, it's so much fun because we don't ever sit down with an idea or a plan. It just kind of improvises or moves into a direction that we're like, yep, we're doing that thing. So when you brought that idea, you're like, hey, what do you think about this? And I was like, that's cool. We should do it like this, which just snowballed into something else. And I really like that black and white video idea. I think we should totally incorporate that somehow of recording the thing and just going out and playing it as loud as we can at a park or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I don't really, the outdoor part of it, like, it's just the elements. Again, we're going to end up with all that different noise and stuff that will be tough to do.
Well, but see, we could lip sync it. Isn't that what all the rock
That's true. Yeah. But we could. You're right. We could. But yeah, it's something that is very dear to me to be able to work on music with you as well, because years ago you had no idea that I could even kind of sing. So
yeah, which I'm still like, get your ass in the studio. We got work to do.
Yeah, well, and I've also been thinking, guys, too. I want some ideas. Maybe you guys can help me out. I want to do some parody songs as well, because I want to try to get out there, but I want to see if you guys, as our listeners, have any ideas of things that could be, sang. I'll figure out the song, but if there's like some topics that you would like, please don't make it too bad, because I might not do it. Because I know you guys like to make me say weird things sometimes in the chat from the chat. So, but I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, yeah, I could really do some parodies. Maybe sing about Action Mom jeans or something. Find a song and figure that out. But I've always wanted to do that because I have.
Yes.
But to actually record one and share it with you guys, which please be gentle if I do, because I'm a little sensitive squishmallow sometimes, but I still want to be able to do this stuff. For the truth of the matter is, the past 6 years we've both been putting ourselves out here.
Yes.
I had to laugh because I posted the little picture of me with my noodle bowl and my chopsticks and stabbing Fruit Loops in the morning, which I wasn't. But anyway,
that's funny.
Somebody had a callback on there about ape herpes or something from something way back that you had said.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
No, I'm not getting ape herpes or whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. Stabbing Fruit Loops and going after chasing ape herpes or something. Gorilla herpes. I was like,
gorilla herpes.
No, don't say that. That's not what I'm doing. But it's interesting though that that's way back. Like that's an old.
That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut from way back. Well, and that's what I think is so funny is like we've had 295 episodes of just stuff that's chock full, and I would love to see a collab with you and Sam doing I Said No Mushrooms, because that would be fucking hilarious.
We should. Oh my God, Sam is so talented too.
Oh, I love Sam.
I get in my own little space about these things with working with people, which is crazy. I worked with Dee and Elliot,
Yes.
prior, Little Hope. I've done so many different things. I've shared the stage with Sam. I don't understand why I get in my head about this stuff, and that's kind of a thing that came up. That's a thing. This is hilarious because the thing came up. Was it yesterday? I think
A memory.
it was my last day in Big Rapids, and the thing came up, about my training and stuff, and about there's just some things that I still haven't picked up that I need to. And I talked with my old operations manager, and she's like, and a shout out to her because I absolutely fucking adore her. Gentle, but tough love. She said, Heather, you're standing in your own way. Again, I'm doing this again, So.
How many times you heard that?
God damn, if I'm the worst person, I'm like that person that's in front of me at a concert and I'm just trying to fucking enjoy the show, but I'm like 6 foot tall and I'm just in my own way. That's how it feels like. I mean,
I said move, dickhead.
Yeah. I'm like, that's the only time I can be 6 foot tall is when I'm standing in my own fucking way. But, it's a tough love thing of, hey, why do you not feel like you're good enough? Why do you not feel like you're a good human being, like you're a good person, you're a good soul? Like, why is this happening? Why do you do this? I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's that imposter syndrome that I think we all have to a certain extent, because how could us, and the proverbial, satire of it all, the two monkeys with a camera and a microphone, ever possibly have success, because it's all dick and fart jokes. But yet, here we are, week after week, day after day, month after month, year after year, and just talking with you guys, talking with each other, having these amazing rap sessions, and so many different ideas, projects, guests, and funny-ass conversations have come out of it because we are successful. We are... good Lord, I think of, was it last year? Was it last year or 2 years ago? I can't remember. Where every other day, starting in springtime, we were being invited to at least 2 to 3 venues through the course of the spring, summer, fall season, or festivals or events, to where we had to start turning them down because we just didn't have the amount of time to attend all of them.
Yeah.
And it was insane because it's like, I just got invited to another venue and festival today. So did I. Well, what do you want to do? Like, we were trying to collab with our schedules and whatnot. And just, it was insane how the more we got invited it wasn't, we didn't turn them down based on the size. We turned them down based on scheduling.
Yeah. Which would be so fantastic, like, if we were, like, the ultimate goal is to continue to create content and to do different things so that we're able to just become content creators and figure this out. So, all of you guys that support and love us, we want to keep on moving forward and keep on making, doing the things that make our hearts happy and whatnot. So... we have a lot in chat, holy moly. Yeah. Brandon is doing a great job holding up over here and going back and forth. Brandon, I wrote a parody song for you to sing, Heather. Yes, you did. Okay, I will do that one first. That one's first.
That wasn't the dog.
Yes. And, a simple mockery of a nursery rhyme. Okay.
That'd be cool.
Andy says, hi, y'all. Ever notice how really cool folks attract each other like a magnet? Hey, Brandon and Mighty Baghead. Jay and Tony sitting in a tree. Baghead. Howdy, Andy. And my dad's joined in and says, hello. Hello, Tony. Hi, Heather. How are you guys doing? Watching your show. Aw.
Heck yeah.
Yay.
We appreciate that. Well, and that's the thing is, one of the big reminders of that, of the creativity and just being on that frequency, that level, that vibration is when the Attitude Crew came out.
Yeah.
And we started talking about multiple ideas across the board. Jay and I had already been,
Sitting in the
collabing.
tree.
Well, yes, because he's my heterosexual life mate. But no, we were already collaborating on the Cloning Jesus series.
Mm-hmm.
And funny enough, actually, it's right. Oh, hold on, let me grab this. Give me that.
I haven't got a chance to read this yet. You guys are really making me sad.
So, anyways,
light reading.
Here is the original script of all of this.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, and this was the stuff that was sitting on a shelf for about 10 to 15 years. And that was the script that was just absolute hot garbage, according to Jay. But I've been picking out little parodies of things or satire elements to make it even more meta towards those deep cuts, the Easter eggs that only if you were able to read the script, you'd be able to pick out of it. But we're slowly moving towards season 2 because we're finishing up the rewrites for season 1. But like we hit the ground running and just hanging out and collabing and hanging out with Joey, hanging out with Matt Caster, hanging out, individually with Guy and Dave and Jay, spurred so many more cool things with multiple other projects. Shit, some of the Mystery Monday intros. All of these other crazy things that we have done as the platform that we're slowly creating and collabing with these people. Like, it was so freaking funny how we're just goofing off attempting to play chopsticks. And somehow that made it into the video that still is getting quite a lot of hits on their channels, which I think is so fucking funny. Because, we're just a bunch of people hanging out. They're creative. We have that spark. And, like, I remember talking with Jay when we were here, and he's like, it's truly a blessing and a curse. The outlet that we need to feed our souls is the same outlet that we come into exhausted, and we have to create. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, and that's I think part of where I feel right now, like needing this little bit of downtime after such an intense training.
Yeah.
9 days, 10 days, whatever you want to call it. Because by the time it's all said and done, I'm on the road for 2 of those days, and then going in and doing 9, 9 straight. But that's hard for somebody that wants to just do content creation, that wants to be able to make things. Like, I haven't made anything.
Yep.
I haven't got to use my hands to make pieces of jewelry and art in so long that it's very hard for someone like me to not be able to, for someone like you, for a lot of you that are in chat right now.
Yeah.
I come from a very artistic, musically inclined family, and it's in me. It's just in my soul. And that's hard when you don't get a chance to be able to do those things. I'm thankful, don't get me wrong, because, mama gotta pay the bills. But I do miss being able to have those moments of just creating other things. So
absolutely. I mean, and that's the thing is, like, I was talking with Tim, the guy that does Backhead, and he keeps sending me his stuff in his email, and we're talking about different things. And I have not had the chance to get over to his studio and hang out with him and write some music, but like, he's still every single day writing music, chipping away at stuff, honing his craft. And hearing his musical creations, how they're becoming just these amazing pieces of art. And I go, God, I wish I had the time and the courage to be absolutely fearless in my composition, because he doesn't care what the hell it is. He's just writing it. He has an idea, boom, it's out there. And it's like, fuck. Plus he's creating all this Baghead content, which is so fucking funny. Like, the memory just came up of Plastic Pup. And if you've not had the chance to check that out, that shit was hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, just, throwing a bag on your head and playing guitar. Like, okay, how quote unquote unoriginal is that? But it's funny as shit when you have the right person that does it. And Baghead is funny as shit.
Well, now he's become Baghead.
Yes.
You know, like
the mighty Baghead, the most dreaded and feared singer of the land.
Which is fantastic. Like, it's good. And in the circle here, it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to try new things and to put things out there. And, you know, that's just as part of this whole journey, you know, is being able to create and do these things and just have a good time while doing it.
Yes.
Having amazing friendships created through it, just all these different things. So we talk a lot about moving forward and the different things that we will have coming up. As soon as, you know, we're finally starting to move in that direction. I feel like Brandon's got the prod and he's moving us, honing us in. So it's awesome. We do appreciate that very much because he sees potential in everything that we're doing, and so do all of you, and we do appreciate that a lot. So, but you know, one of the things, it's now fall, so now you can see I got the hat on, hat season.
Hat.
So excited about that. And just this time of year, I'm not ready for winter though. I'm not ready for the colder seasons. I don't know about you.
Here's the thing. You know me. You know my response. When the snow flies, everything dies that tries to kill me, so I'm okay with that.
True. Very true.
Especially mosquitoes, because fuck mosquitoes. Not a fan. If there's a mosquito within 10 miles, it will find me, it will bite me, and I will be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
So bring on the snow, bring on the cold.
Well, one of the great things like today, you know, no matter you think about, like, I had the drive, I'm like, it's over 3 hours. I have my cats with me. This is just you know. But instead of going down that negative thought path, I was like, you know what? The leaves are changing up here finally, and it was such a beautiful drive. You know, up in northern Michigan, it's gorgeous up here. So I had to really just kind of go with it and not worry about, well, this is what's going on. I jammed my music. Some of the stuff that I actually got to share with you last time I was in the studio was one of the great things that we had a chance to do was sharing some of the new music that we both have discovered.
Yes.
And I just sent you a kid from Poland who pretty much plays like August Rush.
Yes.
It's the only thing I can think of because he does his slap guitar and everything. Well, he was on America's Got Talent, I believe it was, or whatever, and they responded to him greatly, which is not surprising. That's the kid is very talented. I guess he just turned 19, but anyway, I discovered that.
Yeah.
And we've been sharing that kind of music back and forth with each other, which is kind of part of our new routine. It's like, here you go, here's this.
It's that inspiration. I mean, that's he's actually done some cool stuff on like Rob Scallon's channel too, where he did an interview with him, and just like watching that stuff. And it's funny that you say August Rush because I just turned Melissa onto that, and she's like, "Wow, this is really interesting." And it's a slow burn show, but if you can watch it, it's so good because there's. From a music standpoint, if you understand music even on the most fundamental level, you know that frequency and vibration is something that hits all of us that has that juice in our veins of the music bug. But yeah, I love seeing new music and new forms of music come out and kind of reinventing the wheel with the guy that you were talking about. I'm trying to remember his name, but even watching him on
Markov or something. Gosh, so bad that I bring this up, and then I'm just like, yeah, this kid from Poland.
But
no,
watching him and Rob Scallon, he's just like, you know, banging his guitar and making noise and getting harmonics like the Eddie Van Halen way, only it's on an acoustic, and I'm like, how the fuck is he doing that?
Yeah.
And,
beautiful.
Oh God. And like one of the things that Melissa turned me on to recently was Eskimo Callboy and Electric Callboy, which, God, I can't get those two songs out of my head. Every time we touch and we got the moves, oh my God, it's so freaking cool. It's like EDM meets like heavy metal meets like, I don't know. You got to listen to it, but it's Electric Callboy. It's Eskimo Callboy. I can't remember which one it is, but type it in. You guys will check it out. The shit is hilarious. Watch We Got Moves and then watch Every Time You Touch. That shit is so fucking funny. And these guys are really good at what they do. Like, their production is on point. And listening to what these guys do. And like, if you really want an interesting adventure, look up Kim. Is it Kim Vampire? Or Kim Dracula? Kim Dracula, that's what it is. There's a cool cover of Iris that he does, which inspired the project that Hope and I worked on. So,
nice.
But yeah, it was one of those things that it's that constant spin of creativity. Like, you hear the music, or you see a video, or you see some sort of thing that you always check out. Like, I love the inspiration of media inspiring other projects and things that we worked on, which is it's so much fun. And Brandon is definitely sparking that of, mining content and pulling out different thumbnails of us making weird faces, or us just capturing a moment when we're talking about something. So in that thumbnail, you guys are like, what the hell are they doing? What are they talking about?
It's such good stuff, though. Like, it's awesome to be able to see that part of the production, and it is appreciated for sure. But yeah, just like finding these different like artists, and I've been picking up different books now. I've been starting to get more into like graphic novels, because it's quicker for me to read them.
Yep.
So, and I enjoy them. So whatever. But unfortunately, I went to our library here, and when you go into the graphic novel section, a lot of them I read are like the Marvel ones.
Yes.
And as soon as I got to the library, they're all in the kids section, and I was just like there's a whole level, like floor of just kids, and I'm just like, okay, I don't really want to come up here and be checking out my books at 43. So
yeah, fuck them.
So anyway.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I'm back on the. I mean, it's not like I left, but I'm hitting it even harder with the audiobooks. With my list of audiobooks that I've read this year. I don't even know where the hell I'm at right now for numbers, but it's kind of irrelevant. But yeah, you know me. I'm a voracious reader, and the series that I'm working on now is, good Lord, I gotta dig it out.
While you're looking that up, we do have a couple people in chat.
Yeah. Go ahead, catch yourself in chat.
Let's see. Baghead, criminal at law. Baghead, master debater. Baghead,
I don't want to see
Ronin,
that.
axe wielder. I'm kind of weird, he says. Weird is why we're here.
That's
He
right.
says. Area 59, where the strange friends meet.
That's right.
Now I kind of want to draw Baghead, Ronin, and axe wield.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Where's the... The Rise of Mankind, book 1 and 2 by John Walker is the one that I'm working on.
Very cool.
It's so cool. You guys got to check that out. And here's the thing, guys. At the end of the year, I will be releasing all of my audiobook playlists that I did for 2023. And I'll be starting a new one in 2024. I think I still have my 2022 list. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know, because was it last year? I think it was last year. I ended up reading like, I think 74 or 75 books in 1 year prior to that. So let me backtrack a little bit, and then we'll get into giving some shout outs here at the top of the hour. But for more or less 40 years of my life, I wanted to read 52 books a year. That's literally one book a week, done, right? So I think it was at 45, because I'm 47 now. I finally was able to read 52 books a year. And I actually ended up reading, I think it was like 62 books.
Yeah.
In 1 year. Like, that's insane. And the next year I ended up reading like 74 or 75 books. And I'm like, wow, this is really easy. But it took me 45 years to do that. Like, holy cow. Am I a bit behind the learning curve here, or just like what's going on? And talking about this creativity and talking about the stuff that we're into, more and more creative people are, generally speaking, more intelligent because they read as much as they do. And regardless of whether it's a graphic novel or an audiobook or in the kids section, it doesn't matter. You're reading, you're growing your brain.
That's what's important, whether it's Star Wars Shakespeare or Gargoyles, a stack of Gargoyles comic books, which I have sitting out there right now, or whatever. It doesn't matter as long as you're still reading. And honestly, I will probably always choose the more fun stuff over the bland, boring books, whatever. You know, even in movies, I will pick things that look more fun than serious because life is so fucking serious.
Yeah.
I still love cartoons. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I just finished, before I got into this, I actually finished the 6-book series. Well, there's like 14 books in the series, but I was able to only get 6 of them, which was the Dresden series.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yes, I remember you saying that.
Oh, such a good series. Like, seriously. And then Brandon, obviously, turned me on to, they actually did a show based on the Dresden Files, which was really good. Nice. I want to say it came out in like 2007, 2008. Mm-hmm. But it was really freaking good. I'm like, oh my God, this is such a great show. I want them to do more of this. But yeah, so here we are. We're at the top of the hour. Do you want to give a shout outs?
Sure. I could give some shout outs that I know of and remember from when we shouted out last time.
Yeah, well, I've got that up on the screen right now. So hopefully you guys can see that. We'll start.
Yeah.
Well, where do you want to start? Heather, you go first.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and shout out the ones that actually are not part of Strange Friends Media yet. MTG Attitude, Magic Gaming Jerks, Chaos Gaming, Twiddler's Place, and I don't know, is Action Surge under us, or are we just promoting them?
Yeah, we're promoting them. Along with
promoting them as well. Action Surge.
Yeah, actually, Magic Gaming Jerks
and
is with us.
What?
Magic Gaming Jerks is with us. We're just working on all of the stuff. That's why we're trying out the streaming, the syndicate streaming. So yeah, we're working on a lot of those technical issues to either just house a bigger platform and stream on all the channels, or who knows, maybe have you guys come over here and hang out with us on our channel. So
that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but yeah, Magic Gaming Jerks is with us. We're just working on the technical stuff. But all the other ones that you listed out are not underneath our umbrella yet.
All right, but the ones that are.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to. Of course, the legendary Baghead. Guitar Fridays. Suck My Deck. Initiative Impossible. Of course, Don't Make This Weird, which you guys are watching right now. Chill Stream. Yep. And Dragon by Heart Gaming.
Yeah.
Which I will be back. You know, I'm finally starting to get back into it. Well, today I got back to my house. So after this is really just getting back to work and getting a schedule set down. Which, you know, in retail it always changes anyway. But at least I'll know a little bit ahead of time where I can and can't be. So yeah, hopefully I'll be getting more into doing my gaming because I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Well, and that's
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I found out that I have Ninja Turtles on the Nintendo, like the old Nintendo. So
seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my God! You have to play that. You have to stream that live. Like,
I do. Well, I noticed Whimsical Sprites. What they did is they just put a camera on the game because of the way that you have to hook up.
Yep.
This system that I have isn't like a newer version that has HDMI, so I can hook it into my TV, which can hook into my Stream Deck or whatever, and I'll be able to actually play it. But I'll get back on there and play. I was really not the best at DuckTales, so if you hang out with me over on Dragonflight Heart Gaming, you might not get like the best gameplay, but there'll be some content. We'll hang out.
Yes.
So.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good stuff.
So those are the ones that are under us, and the ones that we support as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that, like Heather said, there's more coming down the pipe with everything that we're doing, because as the channel grows, so will the content, so will the content creators. And if you guys are interested in that, feel free to hit us up on any of the socials. That's also down there on the link tree to follow that. And yeah, if we can help your guys' channel grow, that would be cool too. Just hit us up and let us know, because we're all about making things bigger and explode and talk about dick and fart jokes on camera.
Apparently pineapple and...
yes, there was a pineapple sauce incident last night on Jerks. But
I was just like, I don't know. And then I put pineapples in the chat, and they were like, does that really work? I'm not talking to you about this. I don't know who you are.
I'm going to go with, I think Miss Butters busted that.
I don't want to know if they did or how they did that or what, but
I don't even know.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was making it weird. Here. Adventures in Hotel Land.
Yes.
Another thing that had happened. I got a couple stories, kids.
Yes.
Full of a colored rug, and let me tell you. So I did not realize this, but I had been leaving the bathroom door open while I was at the hotel, and it was fine, no big deal. But I had the two cats with me, and my one, she couldn't care less. She'd lay around all day long. She's not going to be messing with anything unless I'm pulling out a bag or a wrapper, and she's like, you got treats for me. She don't care. However, Dib, he's my explorer. If I got one of them stupid little backpacks with the cat window and all that stuff in the ventilation, like, he'd probably be all excited about it. He would not leave shit alone. And I didn't realize this. So hopefully no one from there is watching this. I went to the bathroom. I ran in there after I got done work. And I'm sitting there, and I look underneath the sink, and they have these little, like, round plates.
Yeah.
And then they threw them in the wall for whatever reason. My little asshole of a cat either pushed it in or pulled it out. And there was a little, like, strip of the wall, like, piece of the paper that he tore off. I was like, you little son of a bitch. And at first I was like, well, maybe I just didn't notice it. You know, maybe it wasn't him.
Right.
I'm underneath the sink trying to pull this piece out. I'm like, how in the fuck did he do this? So I'm like, well, maybe he didn't. Maybe it was already like this. So I decided I was just going to shut the door from there on out. Also, he was taking his fake mice and putting them in the bathtub and swooshing them back and forth in there. And he was so loud that I was like, no, I'm not dealing with this shit.
Right.
So I shut the door. And then one day I ran back in there and he come running in and he's underneath there trying to fuck with it. So I was like, yep, it was you. Get the hell out. So I'm yelling at him to get out of the bathroom because I don't want to pay for anything extra.
Well, of course.
So then little miss doesn't want to do anything but lay around, decides that she's going to start freaking clawing on the bed. And I didn't realize that prior to this, she had done this. So she's pulling out threads on their freaking, the covering that they had. I'm like, you guys are a nightmare. I get it. It's just a little room. I understand. Never again. So I, like, just tried to I'll be honest. I took the mattress off of the bed so I could turn it around to where you wouldn't see where she had been digging into the fucking thing. And then I just was like, "Nope, that trash can didn't belong there before, but that's gonna cover that hole up, and I'm out." Just like,
Da-da-da-da-da.
God, such a nightmare.
Right.
Like, you guys are a-holes. But yeah. So hopefully, my $20 tip to the maid today will suffice.
Yeah. Your pets are just like toddler children. They're rabid. You can't take them in public, and they literally just shit the bed everywhere.
No, and that's another thing. My cat, loading her in, I got her a cloth carrier now. I thought, well, maybe that will help her out a little bit. No, shit's in it. I carry her out, and apparently that's like her time to let it go. I was like, oh, that's good. I get it. Like, I'm sure that's terrifying to them to have to be moved, and they're in their little safe space. They don't go outside. My cats are indoor cats, especially with the highway out here. So for them, I can imagine, like, if someone's carrying me off of the ground like that, and I'm not knowing where I'm going, like, they're smuggling me into a van that says free candy on it, I'm gonna probably shit too. Let's face it, who's not going to shit their pants when you're being taken somewhere out of not in your will?
Free candy. I mean, you'd have to get me for free Wi-Fi, but yeah, I get it. It's a bit traumatizing.
That's how I kind of like chalk that up. Like, I'm not mad. I'm like, oh, okay, so you shit your carrier. People shit their pants. You just don't have pants. I get it. That's fine.
You shit your pants and now you gotta wear it.
Yeah. She shit in her carrier and she lay in it, and I felt horrible. She did it on, like, bringing her to the hotel too, so I had to, like, take care of that situation, like. And I thought I'd be clever traveling with a cat, and, like, I don't want to take a cat box with me.
Yep.
So I got the cardboard ones.
Yeah.
Thought, okay, this will work. Like, not cardboard, but they're corrugated, whatever. And I thought, well, this will be good. Then when I have to, I'll clean it. But then when I have to, I can just throw this out.
Right.
I won't have to have an extra little. Oh yeah. No, it's made like almost the same way as the scratching things. And here he is digging a hole in through the bottom of it. I'm like, I don't even. I imagine that this is how it would be if I actually physically would have had kids. Like, they would just be like, "Fuck you, mom." Mm-mm.
Oh,
you think you're doing things smart? No.
Yep.
You're not.
That believe me, take it from me. That's exactly how kids are, because they're like, "Oh, you wanted to keep us safe, and you wanted to be smart, and you wanted to save some money." Mm-hmm. Fuck you.
No, you don't get that luxury. We don't get that luxury. We didn't ask to be brought into this world.
Right. And yet, every single one of my kids at some point or another, especially my oldest daughter, Alexis, I love her with every ounce of my being, but I have scars and, dislocated appendages and, all those fun things, especially after those life lessons present themselves of going, hey, you should probably pay attention to these kinds of things here on out. Yeah. And then getting hit in the face with a shovel. That was fun.
Which was so bad because I was like, oh, she tried to kill you finally? I'm glad you're alive.
So, yeah, whether it's felines or whether it's children, or whether it's canines, all of them are just ungrateful little assholes.
And don't get me wrong, like, I have a love for animals and kids, like, obviously, Yes. I don't have my own children, but for not having kids, I'm pretty good with them. They tend to kind of like me a little bit. Except for once in a while, occasionally I'll make a baby cry. Whatever, I don't know. I talk nice to them, anyhow.
What was it?
So
Kissing hands and shaking babies or something like that? I can't
no,
remember.
I know, but in the most, I do care and I do love kids and I do have compassion for them. So as part of that journey of trying to keep it zen,
yes.
I didn't want to kill my animals. Like, I was just like, okay, you shit, that's fine. I'll clean it up. That's what I'm supposed to do anyway. I take care of you. But honestly, there's people that are more like, I love dogs. Dogs are my thing. It's like, I can respect that if that's your thing. If you want a brood of animals, whatever. I think it's enough for me just to deal with my kids. But I've been there. I've had gigantic dogs before and having to take care of them. I don't know.
Yeah. I used to say I like fish, but even fish are too high maintenance for me. Because, it's really hard. And I know we've talked about this briefly before, but it's really hard for me to be cute and cuddly fur babies when you're allergic to these things.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to hug a cactus and go, yes, this feels great. And then, your eyes are swelling up, your nose is running, and you're just absolutely miserable. And it's like, don't you love the fur babies? And it's like, no, I don't. They make me fucking miserable.
Well, just, allergies in general.
Yes. Oh, God. Yes.
There's times when I look at a pizza and I'm like, oh, I love you. I want to hug you. But,
speaking of that, I actually have an amazing new recipe for us to try when you come up, because I made it for Melissa and I. It is using, and get this, ladies and gents, you want to try this out? I've already made it, and holy shit, using tortillas, gluten-free or otherwise, as the pizza crust. And oh my God, thin crust, crunchy, crispy deliciousness was absolutely amazing. I made a supreme one, and then I made Melissa a sliced thin roast, pepperoni and all the cheeses.
Nice.
Oh my God, it was so fucking good.
I haven't made the chicken crust pizza in forever.
That was amazing. I was actually talking about that at work the other day. I'm like, hey guys, you haven't had pizza until you've had pulled chicken crust pizza. So good.
These recipes continue to keep on coming, and I'm like, yeah, I'm trying this. I'm going to make this. And being just me, just cooking for myself, it's a little bit tougher sometimes. But it's still, I'm still making it. I'm still going to enjoy this. I just have to utilize freezing things a little bit better because, I'm not going to be able to eat everything as much as I love food.
Speaking of that, would you guys be interested if we tossed out some recipes of stuff that we actually make for ourselves, say on the Patreon or like some of the after show stuff that we do? Would you guys be interested in that? Like, leave some comments, throw some stuff in chat, let us know, because we try to eat in the healthier spectrum of things, whether it's because we're allergic to certain foods or we're trying to actively push ourselves and stay in the discipline of eating clean meat, eating fresh produce as fresh as you can get it from either your garden or, going to a local farmer's market for that matter. Just doing our best to live healthy, eat healthy, exercise, and, still have a positive thought process due to good mental and emotional health. So that's...
And I'm glad you brought that up because, doing the road life and being in a hotel and doing all these different things, with all the travel and the move, I'll be honest, like I have been way off of any kind of good healthiness, really. So it's been interesting trying to backtrack on that and trying to figure out a plan to get in action to get better because I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I can tell such a difference in eating that stuff and not taking care of myself now, and it's just like this is not what I signed up for. So I am thankful to be getting back home and being able to go, okay, I can breathe for a minute and I can figure this out, get myself back on track, with healthier stuff, healthier foods, supplements. I forgot my vitamins. So I got some new ones. I was like, okay, well, I have to get some. And did not realize until the fourth day when I decided, oh, let me look at this label. It had wheat in it. So this whole time, I'm taking these vitamins with gluten. It did not affect me because it was probably like the smallest dosage of it, but still, it's like I didn't expect it. I should have known better, but I did not expect that to be a thing. So here I am, I've got these really good multivitamins, but they have gluten in it, so no good for me.
Well, it's funny you say that because I actually right here in my what the hell do you call this rack mount, I actually have all of my supplements that I take every morning and start my day with that whole process. And yeah, you're right. It is so hard to find really good supplements that aren't tampered with additives or refortified nutrients and vitamins in them. And you really gotta read the labels. If it says that it's on the front, flip that bad boy around to where it says the nutrient or the nutrition thing on the back and make sure that's what it says. Because if not, don't get it.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that. Like, that is definitely a good tip to be paying attention to. Because if you're not getting, if you're paying for these vitamins and things, you're not getting the proper amount from them, then you're just really wasting your money, honestly.
Yeah.
So, that was my, like, oh, quick fix, I'm going to grab these. And it's from a brand that I know.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that that's what was going on with it. So, getting back on track, getting back into a schedule and figuring these things out, like, is desperate. Like, I desperately need this right now. So I'm so thankful.
I don't know.
Thankful to be home.
This will help, but I actually use this stuff, which is pretty good. It's Nature's Truth. We're not sponsored by these guys, but it's beet powder. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan-free. What does that say? Preservative-free, non-GMO, no artificial flavors. If you flip around in the back, it says organic beet powder, 5,000 milligrams. Daily value not established, but it gives you a recommended dose that you take. And it says other ingredients right on it. None.
Yeah.
So
where did you get that from?
I actually got this from Rite Aid. Because generally, and here's another cool tip for you supplement chasers, as you will. If you go to Rite Aid and you buy supplements, because Rite Aid literally all over the whole United States, or some version of that, CVS, Walgreens, like they all have these different types of pharmacies and stores and whatnot. They generally have a buy one, get one free or a buy one, get one 50% off. So if you go there and you're looking for those types of supplements, like, what's this one? This is actually Nature Made. This is my Super C one that I take. They're always having these sales and stuff where buy one, get one free. And here's the neat part about this. If you ask, you have to ask to go, hey, this was the only one there. Because a lot of the times they don't stock unless you're buying. But if that's the only one there, you can literally get that one. If it's a buy one, get one free, get at least 25 to 40% off, depending on how they do all of that. So you're getting more or less a $20 supplement for almost half the price. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just a few tips.
Good tip.
Yeah. Just a few tips when you're looking for supplements. Make sure that whatever it says on the front is exactly what it says on the back. If not, stay away from it. And, go to your local pharmacy chain or whatever it is. Ask about the supplements. Generally, they have people that are fairly knowledgeable in that. And I say that because I'm constantly looking for different deals. And obviously, do your due diligence. Don't just go, Tony said this on Don't Make This Weird.
No,
I'm not
you
a
have to do
nutritionist.
your own research. You have
Right.
to make sure that you're advocating for yourself and you're looking into the things that you properly need. Because what I need is not the same thing as what you would need and anybody else.
Exactly.
You know, it's really about trying to find out. And I've seen these different kits too lately that you can take to see like what your body needs.
Yeah.
Like there's a test that you can run to see exactly what your makeup and all that is of what things that you would do better with and what you would need. I don't know anything more other than just like picking up the back of it and going, oh, that's interesting. You know, but I kind of want to look a little bit more into that to see, you know, what are some of the things that I might be lacking that I don't realize I need. And you know, I've brought up before about taking gummy vitamins, and
Yes.
I'm like, well, you know, and I talked to our holistic doctor about the gummy vitamins, and she says, you know what, I take gummy vitamins as
Yep.
well. So when they did my test to see where my levels were, and I was taking regular ones,
Yeah.
they were a lot lower. When I took the gummy ones, I actually was getting all of the stuff that I needed, plus eating properly as well.
And you got to be mindful about those ones too, because when you're taking the gummies, they will do anything to make a buck off of your health.
Yes.
So make sure what it says on the front is exactly what it says on the back. Because I had to buy a knockoff version of my CoQ10 gummies, and I felt like shit taking them because the ones that I normally get weren't in stock. So, and that's what's amazing about it. Then they used to have oh God, when we were doing the essential oils, they had where you did the test or whatever, and it showed what you were lacking in. Now, here's an interesting part of that. Absorption is 9/10 of your problem. So if your gut health is absolute shit, you can take all the top tiered supplements and vitamins, but if your body's not absorbing it, you're just basically pissing out nutrients.
Yep.
So one of the things that I actually take is colostrum because I had a ton of gut health issues. But for the most part, my gut health, my gut brain is doing really well now. So anytime I take a supplement or a nutrient or a vitamin or whatever it is that I'm supplementing with my normal diet, it's not to replace it, it's to supplement it. Everything that I'm consuming is being absorbed into my body. So,
which is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I know, like, as well as you know, being on the road and doing those things, when you mess up all of that homeostasis within your body,
right?
It's like I'm feeling all kinds of different things. I thought I was passing a kidney stone.
Yep.
I like yesterday I was working on the scheduling, and all of a sudden in the back of my back, I'm like, oh God, oh no. Well, they had waxed the store, and you had to move everything and put everything back. Well, come to find out, what happened was I pulled a muscle in my back, but also, you know, you don't nobody's comfortable going to the bathroom when they're not. You know, that whole thing got messed up. Let's be honest. So I've just not been feeling good. Like I've just not been feeling good.
Yeah.
So.
I hear you that well, and it's so funny you say that because you know picking heavy stuff up and putting heavy stuff down. Yeah. I ate something I shouldn't have, and my body immediately reminded me that garbage in, garbage out. So yeah, here's the thing, guys: is even in our journeys, the minute you step off of that discipline, because the discipline is not hard if you're just doing it. It's hard when you step off of it going, I'm fine, I can do all of this. No. Chemicals and preservatives are not replaced for true nutrition and fresh food, putting it into your system because your body knows what to do with that. But when you're trying to go, I can get away with this, I can just do chemicals and preservatives, your body reminds you just how much you screw up.
And here's another thing. Everybody poops.
Farts are funny. And if you don't think they are, this channel's not for you.
It's not. And with that being said, after someone just signed off of here, that's fine, whatever. We do have to go ahead and end the show. It is that time. We do appreciate you guys hanging out, listening to us talk some shit,
Yes.
talk about real life things and our weeks and all the different things that we find interesting, along with you guys chiming in and chat, talking about all those different things. Honestly, we do love your feedback. We do love your comments and things, your support. You're very much welcome to your thanks, appreciated, and we are so happy and glad to be nearing that 300th episode. Which again, just a quick reminder that it's not much, it's not far away, and we will be doing the in-studio party again, and all of you are invited. So thank you for that support and that love, for making this happen, for following us for these 300 episodes. It's just been an incredible journey, and we're looking to doing way more stuff. And with the push from Brandon and all of your guys' support, we're going to continue to keep on moving forward. So thank you for chiming in, hanging out with us. Tony, you got anything before we wrap this baby up?
I just want to say thank you guys for coming to hang out with us. Make sure you go check out those links in the description. Check out all these other channels in the featured content tab, featured channels tab, I mean. And hey, if you guys have stayed with us thus far, punch that like button in the mouth and make sure you got that subscribed button hit. So yeah, back to you in the studio.
And remember, everybody, keep it weird.
Later, guys.